Hello people, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. Guys, I hope you are well. What's your thoughts on this little saying that I saw on Facebook the other day? Very interesting. So let's have a look and have a talk about it. It says this: it is entirely possible to be a kind, loving person who refuses to tolerate bullshit. Not my kind of language, but there you go. In fact, it is not only possible, it is absolutely necessary. What does that say to us? Well, let me tell you my thoughts, and maybe in the comments box after you've done all the other YouTube admin, feel free to put your views down too. You see, in today's world, there is so many bullshitters. In fact, if you browse the channel in the Truth playlist, there's a video called Bullshitters Everywhere or something to that effect, where I talk about people just talking bullshit. It's a quite interesting video, that one, so I advise you to go and look at it, and I might put it up there if it allows me to. But what this little saying says to me, my opinion, is you can be kind, you can be nice, you can be gracious, you can be friendly, irrespective of how people treat you. So their stuff doesn't have to influence you. In today's world, there are so many weak people. Me and Lara had a bit of a chuckle the other day, and we spoke about people as snowflakes. Now, I've heard this term before, and it really resonated with me that there are so many people who are snowflakes. They can't tolerate the truth. They can't tolerate assertiveness. As long as you do and talk to them that soothes their ego, everything's fine. As soon as you start being true to yourself, they go in snowflake mode, as if they are brittle and they fall apart because there's no substance to them. But when they treat you bad, then that is where this little saying comes into play. You see, I've noticed in my life that most relationships, particularly narc-related ones, is all in one direction. It is how you get treated. And when you react, you're still at fault. But what this saying says is, you as an individual, whoever you might be, you have a choice whether you're going to react in the same attitude and spirit to which you get treated, or are you going to, for a better word, man up and grow a spine, step up to the plate, as the saying goes, and be different when people treat you bad. That's a choice we all have to make. You see, it's very easy just to go with the flow when people treat you like trash, to be trashy back to them. That's easy. Anybody can do it. You don't have to have anything about you to be like this. You might as well just be like a jellyfish that floats wherever it wants. But as soon as you decide to become a little bit more like a salmon that actually goes against the grain of the flow of the river, people have big issues with that. Major issues. Because in a world where there is so many lies and so many people who are deceptive, standing out by speaking the truth is a rare commodity. Ask anybody who has survived a narc relationship and they will tell you the same. Look at what's going on in the world. Not just necessarily with COVID, but what's behind all of that. politics, religion, sport. You go to any workplace. If you want to get somewhere up in the workplace, chances are you've got to compromise who you are. But what I like about this saying also is, in order to be nice doesn't mean you've got to be nasty. To be kind, you don't have to be nasty. You've got to be true to yourself. And that is where this saying comes into its own right, where it says it is not only possible, but it is of utter importance. It is that, my friend, that will separate the chaff from the wheat as far as who you are in society. So what am I saying? Make the choice to be different. Make the choice to stand out. Make the choice to acknowledge the fact that there are a lot of people who will do whatever they can to bullshit you and talk the same. But it doesn't mean you've got to agree with it just because you've heard it. In fact, having heard it gives me the encouragement to know I'm not the same as them. The steel that I am made of is different to the aluminium that they are. So I'm going to encourage you, and I do encourage you, to be different. Stand out from the bullshitters in life. And if you were a bullshitter, or even if you are a bullshitter, just consider what it is. Do whatever you can to step away from that title, that identity of a bullshitter. It is far better for any kind of relationship, particularly the one that you have with yourself, when you are a little bit more genuine about who you are in the cog of life, so to speak. You see, perception matters. So when you are hearing all this trash talk from people, and when you experience all this trash behavior from others, friends and family and associates and others in society, we have a choice. The choice is, what am I going to do about my behavior in relationship to how I get treated by them? How am I going to respond with my words when I hear the trash that they speak? What am I going to think when I observe the others in their behavior and their language? What am I thinking? Am I going to filter it through the trash filter that's inherently built in, or am I going to remove that filter and just join the club, so to speak? My advice is, if you want to swim in the same sea as all the other trash talkers, it's a big pond. But if you want to go to where salmon are the only fish in the world, as far as I know, that goes upstream, it's because they've got a spine. They were designed to go upstream. Don't go with the flow. Go against the flow and be true to who you are. Recognize you don't have to conform just because you hear. You don't have to join in just because you experience. If it's, of course, for the positive and helpful for society and others, of course. But when you're hearing trash from others, or when you're experiencing trash from others, you don't have to join that school. Move on to a different university. My friend, that's all I want to say to you. It's all about choices. That saying is really good. Make the better choice by being different. I hope this video has encouraged you. I hope it's motivated you. I hope it's caused you to think a bit about what you receive in through your eyes and through your ears, and maybe behaviorally from other people, how they treat you, and how you react mentally, verbally and behaviorally as a result of their behavior towards you. I really hope it's done something for you to go, ooh, so and so is like this. So and so does such and such. I can be a salmon rather than a jellyfish in that circumstance there. That's what I want to say. Too many jellyfish around. Whatever your thoughts are, I would like to hear them in the comments box, please. Please do all the YouTube admin. The like, the share, the subscribe. Please tell all your friends and all your family. There's many more of these kind of videos to come. But for now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I'll speak to you soon.